and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the dceu Daily. Now, I was tagged by a Jeffrey Warfield over on Twitter with a little Man of Steel stroke Zack Snyder's Justice League theory. Now, if you want to tweet me over on Twitter about a theory you have or anything to do with the DCEU, the Snyderverse, DC, even Arrowverse, you can tag me over on Twitter at MoviesTVMad, and if it piques my interest, I will read it out. Let's start getting interactive with the fans. Right, so let's read Jeffrey's little theory. Okay, so after watching Man of Steel with knowledge of the prequel comic, question, if the prequel takes place 1,000 years before the movie, why is the ice 20,000 years old? The answer I came to, the ship in Man of Steel, is from the history lesson. So Jeffrey's actually saying that the ship in Man of Steel is from their history lesson. Right, thank you, Jeffrey. I know about you. I know you're a big Man of Steel fan, a big Snyderverse fan, and I appreciate you communicating with me. And it's always my pleasure to interact with other DC fans. But I'm going to take Jeffrey's little theory and raise it by 1,000,000. If the scout ship is from the history lesson and that ship had Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, and her exploration team in it, surely in the history lesson we are going to see Supergirl. Do you remember that little bit in Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer with the legs and the red cape, and everyone says, no way is that Supergirl, no way. Now, in the Man of Steel prequel comic, she's not wearing that costume. She's wearing the S-shield, and I think she's wearing the aren't they wearing the battle armor, if I remember rightly? I think she is. We'll take a look at the comic very shortly. The wording's too small. I actually wanted to read it out with you, but it's too small and I can't do it. But we will look at the pictures and captions of what Kara's wearing, because she's not wearing a cape and she's not wearing the traditional skirt. She's actually wearing the battle armor. So that's interesting. But I actually think Supergirl somehow is in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I think it's via the history lesson. I think it's very Jeffrey's little theory has a lot of logic to it. And, you know, as I say, we need to get interactive with each other. But, yeah, and I think if the scout ship is from the history lesson, then surely Supergirl will be seen in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I think that's very exciting. Thank you, Jeffrey. As I say, tag me over on Twitter with anything interesting you've got to say, and I may read it out here on the DCEU Daily. Now, it's very interesting. Look at the prequel comic. Look at what they're wearing. Look at what Kara's wearing. I think this is very, very interesting. This is exploration outfits and costumes. But has she got her iconic superhero costume in her backpack? Does she ever put it on? That's interesting. I've always believed that Supergirl is going to be in Zack's Justice League, and I still believe that's the case. That'll be interesting. Now, we were told when the journalists went to explore the set of Justice League, there was no sight or sound of Supergirl. But no one told them she wasn't in it. Now, Zack has said she's not in it, apparently. So that will put some doubt on my theory. But, of course, he may want it to be kept as a surprise. So we'll see how that plays out. But I do love this prequel comic. And I'm going to read some of it to you. So they've pretty much landed, I'm assuming it's on Earth. The 3 beacons are just up ahead, says Kara. With any luck, Kara will have this locked by nightfall. The Explorers Council wouldn't make the test that easy, Kellar. There has to be something more dangerous involved. We're simulating harsh and unpredictable conditions Explorers Guild members potentially encounter, Kel. There's no telling what we could find before the terraforming begins. So what were they going to terraform? Where are they? I mean, this is 1,000 years before Man of Steel, is it, right? So are they Were they even trying to terraform Earth back then? Again, I'm not sure where they are. Is this even Earth? Because we know from what Jor-El told Clark in Man of Steel, they were terraforming quite a few worlds. Or what might find us? We've lost the signal. And this is quite a good little picture here. They're all helping each other up, as you can see. It's a brilliant comic by Jeff Johns, Zack Snyder and David S. Goyer. And I remember people talking about this, and I can't believe I've never read it before. I've read it now since, but not at the time. And it just goes to show you the very thought that Zack and David Goyer put into the whole of the DCEU, Snyderverse, right? That's what makes it even more exciting. So they're all in the water now, right? They're all swimming and climbing up. Finally, I've got all 3 signals back. The fastest way for us to end this test is to split up. Kel, you take Dev M. The first beacon is 3 clicks northwest. Agreed. And, whoa, why should I follow your orders, Kara Zor-El? Oh, very, very bullshit. Because I've kept us alive this long, and this is a time trial, Dev M. We need to move quickly. So she was a leader, some kind of military person it looks like. Very interesting. Nanek, you and Dora head south. Farah, you're with me. Was it wise to split into groups? The test states that only 4 students will pass. Ah, they're students. That's interesting. So she's not military. I got that wrong. We'll do better if we all work together. The council has to recognise that. So the council have sent them, I'm assuming, to Earth to explore. And it's a test. There. Whatever that means. She's now, I think she's now one of them's actually holding a sword. I think it's a female. That scream. Ah! Kel? Somebody help me! Kara, hold on! So Kara's trying to save whoever's in trouble. Farah, I need the ropes in your bags. Farah! So basically she's trying to save this guy. Hurry, slipping! This is brilliant. So where are we? I think... Isn't this wonderful, Kara? Cow! Soon we'll fly across the cosmos and see the universe in all its beauty. Oh dear, the guy's just fallen off. I'll always be at your side, Kara. So it looks like the guy who seems... Oh no, it looks like she saved him somehow. I don't get that anyway. It's tragic. Oh right, she's remembering her and this guy being together, but now he's dead. I get it. But only 4 of us will graduate. Where you, Dev M, searching for the beacon kill, and I got separated in the forest. And... Liar, I can see his blood on you from here. Oh my God, she actually lied. She lied that he died. And this is Kara lying. Why would she do that? What's impossible? Actually, I'm getting confused here. Hang on. Only 4 of us will graduate. Where are you, Dev M? Searching for the beacon kill, and I got separated in the forest. All right, it wasn't Kara who was lying. Got a bit confused there. Now Kara's saying, liar, I can see his blood on you from here. I'm confusing myself here. What? Impossible. He's denying it, right? He's getting a bit sweaty, this guy, whatever his name. You're quick-witted, Kara Zor-El. He gets his sword out. But not quick enough. In odds of the passing this test are about to get even better. So he's about to kill Kara. Good luck with that. Shp, whatever that means. Murderer! She's about to hit him. She gets the sword out of his hand. Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? Hun, whatever that means. Ha! Kara! What? I've contacted the council. They're sending a ship to pick us up. This test is over. Right. And that is the Man of Steel prequel comic. But what happens next? If the ship picks them up, right, is it taking them back to Krypton? Or, as Jeffrey Warfield says, is it part of the history lesson? And as I say, if it's part of the history lesson, then we're going to see Supergirl and these people in that history lesson. It's really fascinating what Zack set up. And I think this was the heartbreak when we thought we wasn't going to get the continuation of BVS and MOS, where we got Justice League. But we're getting it all now. Now, that brings me to my next point. What is Zack doing right now? He was showing us his clapperboard, a.k.a. the slate. He did some great art to it. People are trying to say again that maybe the film's not called Zack Snyder's Justice League. I can assure you of one thing, it's going to be called Justice League. Who's Justice League or what's in front of it? I don't know. I'm not even sure I even care. I just want to see this movie. I want to see this limited miniseries. And I want to see the continuation of the Snyderverse because it's so utterly exciting. But what is Zack doing right now? Do you know what would break the internet today? If Zack Snyder gave us a picture of Jared Leto made up like the Joker and standing in a nightmare sequence kind of setting with Ben Affleck's Batman. That would be awesome. Give me it. Inject it into my veins. But we will see. We are in very, very exciting times. It was quite interesting to me today to explore the prequel comic because I think we can find some clues. Because that prequel comic with Supergirl was never really explored in the movie, apart from the empty thing that we see in the scout ship. Where is the person? All the rest are skeletons. So that makes sense. The ship came to pick them up, right? The ship came to pick them up. They went in there. There's all these little like cribs, but with all these skeletons in, but there's one missing. We know that's Supergirl that's missing. We know she's somewhere still out there. She's not dead. Is she on Earth? Where is she? What is she doing? Very interesting because Clark maybe encountered her in Man of Steel or BVS without us even noticing. Maybe she's dyed her hair. We don't know who's playing her. We don't know what she's really supposed to look like. So we could have already seen Kara in the Snyderverse. But I'm about 99.9% sure that we will see Kara in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And we're going to see a hell of a lot more than that. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with even more DCEU Daily. Remember, any theories, things to say about DC, tag me at Movies TV Mad over on Twitter. I'll include you. We're going to become an inclusive channel, bringing in the fans and other people talking about stuff because I think that is the way forward. I'll see you tomorrow with more DCEU Daily. See you again soon.